we're going to divide these words, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to locate the vowels in this first word. So I'm going to grab a pen here. And I don't know if, probably with your internet connection being slow today, you probably won't be able to write on my screen. So you just tell me what to do and I'll do it, okay? So what are the two vowels in this word here? Don't read the word yet. Just tell me what the vowels are.
You and I.
You and I. So first thing we do is we underline the vowels. Okay? The next thing we do is we draw a bridge, okay, between the two vowels. So I'm going to grab a red here, and I'm going to draw a bridge between these two vowels, like this. Okay, and the next thing we do is we label the consonants. So what are the two consonants between the two vowels?
Wait.
Do you see two consonants between these two vowels?
PB, no.
This one right here is what?
B.
B, and so that's a consonant. So I'm going to label it with a C. Whoops, hang on. Try again. Label it with a C. And the other one next to it is also a consonant. What consonant is that?
L.
L. So I'm going to label that one. Now there's two consonants. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going, well, not the last thing, but the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide between those two consonants. So I'm going to grab a green here, and I'm going to divide between those two consonants. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to label the syllables. So let's look at these two syllables. The first syllable is P-U-B, okay? Now, is that an open syllable or a closed syllable? Do you remember the difference between the two?
P-U-B. That's a closed.
It's a closed syllable because it ends in a consonant. And when a syllable is closed, it has a short vowel. So I'm going to label it C-L, okay? Now this one, excuse me. The next one, is that an open or a closed syllable?
The next,
Mm-hmm.
Closed.
It is also a closed syllable because it ends in a consonant. So I'm going to label it C-L for closed. Now that we know these are both closed syllables and we have drawn our bridge and everything, let's read the word. P-U-B says what?
P-U-B says public.
Pub and then lick. Very good. I knew you could do that. So now let's go down here and let's practice with this one. We have...
Why is that witness?
What?
Is that whiteness or witness?
Well, let's see. Okay? Let's go ahead and underline our vowels. So what are our two vowels in this word?
I and E.
I and E. So I'm going to underline the vowels. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a bridge between those two vowels. So we're going to do that. Okay, now that we've drawn the bridge between those two vowels, we are going to draw the line. Well, first we're going to label the consonants. So what are the two consonants between the two vowels?
The two consonants between the two, T and.
T and N. So I'm going to label those. So consonant, consonant. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line between those two consonants. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a green here. And I'm going to draw a line between those two consonants. Now the next thing I'm going to do is label the syllables. So This first syllable is W-I-T. Is that a closed syllable or an open syllable?
It is, wait, is that a closed syllable or open? Wait.
W-I-T.
Closed.
It's closed because it ends with the consonant T. Very good. And the next syllable, is that an open or a closed syllable?
Is it an open or it's closed?
It is also a closed syllable. Now, you asked me before whether this is whiteness or witness. If it's a closed syllable, is the vowel going to be short or long?
Witness. It's witness.
It's going to be short. That's right, because it's closed. So we know now that it is witness because both syllables are closed. Very good. Now, I wrote one down here, a word that's a nonsense word, but you did so well with these, I don't think we need to do that one. But I want you to look at this one right here. This one is a compound word. And if it's a compound word, it has two words that we know that are put together to make a new word. And if we know it's a compound word and we know what it is, then we just divide between the syllables because that's simple.
Sun is C-U-N and the two vowels are U-E and then
right. And how do we spell sun?
S-U-N.
That's right, S-U-N.
And then the